Organizational Design, Structure, and Change Presentation by Alicia Ball, MGT 605, Danny Lessard, 3/8/2023. Introduction to Wendy's. History. The first Wendy's was opened on November 15th, 1969 in Columbus, Ohio. Within the first 100 months, there were over 1,000 Wendy's stores in operation. Mission. Dave Thomas founded Wendy's with the mission of providing a friendly atmosphere to get fresh, quality food at an affordable price. Later, Dave went on to become the spokesperson for the White House Initiative on Adoption and later founded the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption. Major issue and underperformance. Wendy's is facing a lack of quality control in its ingredients, cooking process, and construction of its products. This stems from a lack of Wendy's management's ability to attract, develop, and retain a skilled workforce. Employees are underskilled, undertrained, and undermanaged at 5 out of 5 local restaurants. Local stores have lines wrapped around the building, have poor quality food, employees that stand around rather than finding a task to complete, and a complete disregard for the standards of the Wendy's Corporations upholds. Ramifications of the underperformance. The likely consequence of Wendy's failing to address this issue may include continued high cost, a more significant loss of customers, and a damaged reputation. Wendy's should address the problem by prioritizing the attraction, development, and retention of skilled workers. By doing so, the organization can ensure better quality control, customer satisfaction, and overall effectiveness. Organizational structure, design, and culture. Wendy's uses a functional organizational structure. This utilizes a centralized management structure that includes the characteristics of a global hierarchy, local teams, and a corporate function-based groups. Local teams include in-store local organization members. The global hierarchy refers to a chain of command, authority, and communication that proceeds in a linear fashion of the organizational structure from franchisees and regional offices to corporate headquarters. Corporate function-based groups for the global organization include a legal department, accounting department, and a marketing department. They oversee all global development operations that contribute to the business. Wendy's culture, according to Meyer, is one that places emphasis on people, quality, and ethical action. Conscious culture and management. Conscious culture and management are crucial for improving organizational function. Therefore, Wendy's needs to embody these principles and values to ensure organizational success. Conscious culture promotes a positive work environment where employees feel valued, respected, and engaged. Management practices such as open communication, shared values, and transparency are essential to developing a conscious culture. Conscious capitalist managers seek to grow the value of all stakeholders involved rather than just the company's revenue. Local Wendy's do not seem to value anything other than profit, therefore they do not elicit a conscious capitalist culture. Kotter's 8-step change model. Step 1. Establish a sense of urgency by creating awareness among employees about the need for change to address the issue of quality control. Form a powerful coalition by bringing together a group of committed leaders who can drive the change process. I would find people who are the most liked and admired and get them to get other people excited about making the changes for the better. Step 3. Create a vision for change that is clear and compelling and outlines the desired future state of Wendy's, including better management, training, and monitoring of the quality control of the food. Step 4. Create an army of volunteers. Kotter states that when people are given a chance of enacting the change or not, it creates a sense of excitement around the opportunity that the group is acting towards. In this case, I would say creating better food while finding ways to make the process more efficient. Step 5. Empower others to act on the vision by removing barriers and providing them with the necessary resources and support to drive the change process. I would provide more resources and training on each facet of the organization to ensure employees knew every part of their job. I would put less emphasis on hitting numbers and more on the quality of the food being delivered. Step 6. Create short-term wins by identifying quick wins that demonstrate progress and build momentum for the change effort. I would create small goals that are achievable within a day to show employees that change is possible with hard work and small changes to improve efficiency. Having an employee on each station, then adding others when needed, could improve the time spent on each task. Step 7. Consolidate gains and produce more change by continuing to build on the successes achieved in the short term. I would celebrate small wins with my team and reward them when they do outstanding work to improve employee morale and implement a reward system for the best quality of work each week. Step 8. Anchor new approaches in the organization's culture by embedding new processes and practices into the organization's culture and ways of working. Plan for improvement. I would call together all the employees to let them know that the quality of the food has been lacking and customer complaints are at an all-time high to create a sense of urgency. I would identify my best workers that are the most liked amongst the group and enlist them to help me get others on board to make our Wendy's the best one in the region. I would utilize goal-setting theory and create specific, challenging, attainable goals that are accepted by each group member to create small goals that can be seen continually that lead us towards the bigger goal. I would create a vision for change, which includes being a better manager, asking for feedback, providing training and resources to all employees, give them plenty of room to grow within the company, give incentives for excellent quality work, and do regular quality control checks on the food with various cooks to identify the ones who need more training or to be terminated. I would make sure all cooks know the proper temperatures for each product cooks for and the proper ingredients for each individual menu item. I would also create resources to be posted for future reference that contain all the temperatures and ingredients for each menu item. Challenges to change. Some possible challenges to implementing the changes suggested for Wendy's include resistance to change from employees, lack of resources, and poor communication. To manage these challenges, it is important to create a sense of urgency and involve employees in the change process. This can be done through effective communication and providing training and resources to employees to help them adapt to the changes. Another important strategy is to establish short-term wins that demonstrate the benefits of the changes and motivate employees to continue with the process. It is also important to have a powerful coalition of leaders who can guide the change process and provide support to employees. Subsystems realignment. Different subsystems need to be realigned to bring about the change, including human relations, operations, and finance. Human relations will need to develop training programs for employees, including managers, to implement proper strategies to maximize efficiency. Operations will need to implement quality control measures that can be utilized in store. Finance will need to allocate sufficient resources for the change process, as any new training will require additional time, which must be compensated for, as well as any additional software or hardware. Lessons learned. Throughout the process, we have learned the importance of involving all stakeholders, communicating effectively, and providing sufficient resources. Building a strong culture is important to implement and manage change within an organization. I would avoid ignoring stakeholder feedback, poor communication, and providing insufficient resources. I would utilize goal-setting theory to motivate employees and set both mastery and performance goals, both which are mandatory for success, according to McMahon. I would reward employees for reaching performance and mastery goals periodically. I would build a strong culture that respects the ideas of the company and stands to uphold the highest quality of service to our customers. References.